So if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you are between the ages of 18 and let's say 65, just to be safe, right? Between the ages of 18 and 65, right? And just a few decades ago, just a couple of decades ago, you didn't exist. You were nothing, right? And out of this great nothingness, you came to be something. Something temporary, right? And when your time is finished on this earth, you are going to return back to this great nothingness, right? And so if we come from this great nothingness, and one day we are going to return back to this great nothingness, then essentially what we are is no thing, right? And not in the pessimistic way, not in a way that is supposed to be taken negatively, but more so in a way in which we recognize that nothing in this world, absolutely nothing in this world, can be held on to, not even our own lives. And if nothing in this world can be held on to, not even our own lives, then there is nothing in this world that can be lost as well, right? See, most of us go through life. Most of us go through this thing that we call life. And we act as if we have something to lose. Whether that thing is our pride, or ego, or reputation, or how people perceive us, or that thing is part of our identity or our sense of self that we try to hold on to, right? Whatever it is that we go through life constantly being scared of losing, we don't recognize that nothing can be lost because nothing is ever truly ours in this life, right? And once you recognize that nothing can be lost, that is when you set yourself free. That is when you set yourself free to live. You let go of your fears. You let go of your anxiety. You let go of your self-judgment. You let go of your self-doubts. You let go of your insecurities. You let go of it all. And at the very least, if you can't let go of it all, you push through it and you allow yourself to live. You allow yourself to go towards whatever it is that you want in this life, knowing that nothing, absolutely nothing, can truly be lost. See, most of the things that, prevent us from truly living life fully and truly going after what we want in this world, right? Most of the things, whatever it is, whether it's fear, self-doubt, insecurities, whatever it is, these things are quite often than not tied to the idea that we have something to lose, or tied to the belief that we have something to lose. Think about something such as fear, for example. Fear is always tied to loss, right? The root of fear is loss. Whether that is the loss of a certain part of ourselves or a certain part of our identity, the loss of our pride, the loss of our ego, the loss of the validation from other people, the loss of our reputation, right? The loss of even our own lives. Fear is always tied to loss. But once you recognize and you truly recognize deep in your heart, and you get to that place in which your mind and your heart opens up, and you truly recognize what this world is, right? This world that is impermanent, this world that is always changing, this world that is always dying. Once you come to recognize what this world is, you let yourself live. You begin to live. Right? See, life is about experiencing everything to the fullest while simultaneously holding on to nothing. I'm going to say that again. Life is about experiencing everything fully while simultaneously holding on to nothing. Life is also about going after whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that is in your heart to go towards. That is what life is about. And going towards those things unapologetically, knowing that no matter what the outcome is, you lose nothing in the process. That is what life is about. See, a lot of you watching this, you are sitting on dreams. You are sitting on aspirations. You are sitting on desires deep in your heart that you know you want to go towards. But you are allowing fear, the fear of the unknown. You are allowing how other people are going to perceive you. You are allowing the idea that you might not be good enough or worthy enough for what it is that you desire to deter you from going after what it is that you want, right? But let me ask you something for a second. If you were to go towards the things that you desire, what would you lose in the process? No, seriously, what would you really lose if you were supposed to go after everything that you wanted in this world? Is it your pride? Is it your ego? Is it your reputation? What can you truly lose by going after what it is that you want? Because by not trying, by not taking action, by not moving, you are going to always be in the same position. And you are going to allow your life to simply pass you by. Right? You are going to allow your life to pass you by. But if you allow yourself to live, allow yourself to go towards what you want, allow yourself to take action, all you're going to do is to experience the best that life has to offer. That is what you're going to do. And even if you don't get the fruit, the physical fruit that you desire, what you gain in the process of living, what you gain in the process of going towards whatever it is that you desire, is incomparable to the physical thing, right? I made a video a long while ago, maybe almost 2 years ago, and I said that it is not what you gain, it is who you become. And every time you allow yourself to live, every time you take action, every time you pick yourself up and you move, even when fear is present, even when self-doubt is present, even when the self-judgment in your mind is present, you're gaining. It might not be the physical, tangible gain, but you are gaining experience. You are growing. You are healing. Right? You are recognizing just how much you have to offer to this world whenever it is that you allow yourself to live. So you have to look at yourself and you have to ask yourself, genuinely ask yourself, what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose by trying? Right? Very often people say, don't say I'm trying, just do. But I don't know, I disagree with that. I think for a lot of things, even in my own personal life, I tried. I was unsure, but I tried. I pushed through the fear. I pushed through the resistance. I pushed through the self-doubt. I pushed through the self-judgment, and I tried. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But at the end of the day, I was always grateful that I gave that thing a shot. I was always grateful that I allowed myself to live in that moment, to live from my heart, to take action. I was proud of myself. And even if nothing physical came from that experience, what I gained in my heart, what I gained right here, is incomparable to anything that I can gain from the world physically. So in this thing that we call life, you have nothing to lose. Right? You came from a great nothingness, and to that great nothingness you're going to return one day. And if you come from this great nothingness and you're going to return to this great nothingness, then what can truly be lost? What can you lose? Why not take this moment, this experience, this life, to live fully, to live from your heart, to live in a way in which you're not 50, 60, 70, 80 years old regretting not living? Why not go towards your dreams? Why not go towards your aspirations? Why not take the chance with that girl? Why not take the chance with that boy? Why not take that, thing that's been on your heart to do? Visit that place that has been on your heart to do. Why not go towards it? Because there's nothing you can possibly lose. Because nothing is ever ours to begin with. And even what we gain physically isn't even ours, because it's going to be taken away from us. Even our own lives is never ours, because it's going to be taken away from us. Everything that we have, everything that we own, even our own lives, is on loan to us with an expiration date. And so this moment, this life, this experience, this thing that we wake up to every day is meant to be lived to the fullest, knowing that one day it is going to be taken away. And it is the impermanence, it is a temporary nature of life that truly makes life so beautiful. If we were to live forever, then life just would become kind of this boring song that you hear over and over and over and over again. And you would get tired of it. But when you hear that song that plays for 3 to 5 minutes, and in the moment you're listening to it and it's so beautiful, you appreciate that song more. Because it doesn't go on forever. And that's what life is kind of like. The shortness, the gaps in between, the bumps, the change in the notes, the change in the frequency or the bass. I'm not a music person, so I don't know a lot about music like that, but the change is truly what makes life so beautiful. And knowing that it is going to come to an end allows you to appreciate the experience a whole lot more. So if you made it this far and you've been stuck refusing to live, you've been stuck refusing to go towards whatever it is that you want in this world, or you've been stuck holding on to things that you know you're not supposed to be holding on to. Now is the moment to recognize that you have nothing to lose. So not only shouldn't you hold on to things longer than they need to be held on to, but you shouldn't deter yourself from living and going after what it is that you want. Because life is temporary. Life is impermanent. And you have absolutely nothing to lose, because nothing is truly ours to begin with. Peace and blessings.